promo work on my Twitter for my fans, making a new YouTube video, or putting my YouTube video together, and making a flyer for my meetings. I wanted to make it cute, so I've been doing that. I literally have been doing stuff non-stop for 2.5 hours, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my brain is hurting. I'm trying to do too much all at once, but I like when I feel like this because I know in a couple hours I'm gonna go for another nice walk, and I'm just gonna enjoy outside. So I'm just gonna spend this time just working. So it's pumpkin spice latte time, and yes, I'm one of those people. For sure. And I'm eating the Beyond Meat breakfast burger thing. I'm trying to click the thing with my hand. And rising. I'm not sure if I took out all the shampoo out of my hair. Oh no. I had a decent wash just now. I washed my hair at the public washroom. And I don't know, I think I woke up today feeling really off, and I didn't have the best wash, but you know, I'm really grateful I still washed my hair. But I felt really awkward because the park crew knocked on the door. They just wanted to see if someone was in there because it's really early for someone to be in there for a bit. And yeah, I guess, yeah, they knocked, and now I feel a little bit weird. I don't know. Last night I didn't show much of yesterday, but I went on my normal routine, like I went on my walk and stuff. But yesterday I just felt so overworked. Like I did so much yesterday in terms of like I made like I said, what I was doing yesterday, and the only way to calm myself was I found these edibles in my car, and I took 2 gummies, and I basically like sedated myself, and it was so nice, and I was so happy because it just felt like my brain finally just turned off. And I took it after my walk, and then I had like dinner from the food truck, had mac and cheese, and then I wish I showed all of that yesterday, but at the same time I think I was just over how much I was recording and how much I was doing, so I was just like, fuck it. But today, I don't know, I just woke up feeling really sad. Like, I don't know how to explain it now. I just can't really shake that feeling off just yet. So I'm gonna bring myself to the beach and just be near water again and just start my day like that. But first, I kind of want to watch a little bit of Hitomi on YouTube, because I don't know, sometimes when I listen to her stories and just like how she relates to her experiences and what she goes through, like I love people who are so vulnerable and so open, because it matches my energy that way. And just to see someone talk about their story helps me get through a lot, and she's helped me through some stuff so far. So I feel like I need to just watch a little bit of her first to start my day, and then I'm gonna go to the beach. I don't know why I'm about to start crying too now. I really don't know what's going on today. And a part of me wanted to show clips of me washing my hair, but I think I might do it on a day where I don't feel so low. There are days where I wake up and I have to like wash my hair, and I try to wash my hair every 2 days because my hair is really oily. By the second day it's already pretty gross, so third day I don't even want to go there usually, but because I just like don't feel good when my hair is oily like that, and I have to like, because dry shampoo can only do so much, and wearing a hat only makes me feel so good sometimes. So I'd rather have my hair clean, the least I can do, you know. And yeah, maybe I might show on a different day, but it's a low point for me. Like, I'm trying not to feel so shameful about it. I personally, when I have to do it, I don't feel shameful, but when I think about sharing my experiences, I kind of like, I'm just like, oh, it feels such a low point to be doing that. But I don't know, we'll see how it feels. More slanted than I thought. But closer to the water today because it's a hot one and I'm wearing a freaking long sleeve for some reason. But I'm balancing out with my biker shorts. But the rock I'm sitting on is nice and cool, and I just feel so safe when I'm by water. Like, it's so calming. There's not a lot of intense waves today, so it's just nice to see the water just be fixed. I'm gonna get into my book soon, but I just did a reading on myself that I posted on TikTok, and I'm trying to embody that feeling, and I'm trying to embody like a positive space for myself. But holy frick, I cannot shake this feeling. I really can't. It wants to stay. But that's on me, right? Like, I'm not saying like something out of my control is making me feel this way. Like, I know I have the choice and free will to feel however I want. It's just, I'm wondering why it just feels so intense. And there's a dead bee. That's so sad. There's a lot of bees around me today. One went in my car earlier and then I shoot it out. And then there's just been like 3 that were around me while I was meditating. And now there's a dead one. Wait, where did it go? I literally just saw it. Oh, it's right there. It's so nice. I'm trying to get into meditation without assistance. I've never done that before, and it just felt so nice. Like, I just felt more connected. I felt like I was absorbing the heat. It was really cool because like the noise, like sound, it just felt like layers. Like, I don't know how to explain what I was experiencing, but it was really, really cool. Like, I just could feel like I could feel different layers of vibration. I don't know, but it's really amazing to see how many butterflies and birds are around me right now, and bees. And I'm just like, this is how I want to start my morning. I should try to remember to do this every day. Whenever I wake up, I always feel like, oh, I don't need to do that, I'm gonna spend time outside later anyways. Like, that's how I start my mornings. But every time I actually bring myself to do something outdoors first thing, and that's just sitting out in nature, and like, I'm not really doing anything, like I'm not walking or anything. Whenever I do this, I feel so good. So just reminding myself to keep this as part of my routine will be really essential for me to start my day nice, because whenever I just really focus on my technology right away, whether that just be like casual viewing on TikTok or whatever, like, it doesn't do anything for me to start my day, because I'm gonna spend time on TikTok later, I'm gonna spend time on my phone later. So I might as well at least spend like an hour first thing doing this, like absorbing the sun and all that, because I wake up so early every day, so an hour to do it won't even impact anything. Like, today I woke up at 6, so I think what does hinder it a lot for me would be like my need to pee every morning, because the public washrooms are not open till like 8ish. So I try to just stay in my car till then, but then I get on my phone and then all this happens. So like, I need to pee right now, but I was like, you know what, just go into the view, see how it is. And like, I still need to go, but I'm so happy. It's 7 in the morning and it's a cloudy day, so I'm not like, I do notice I'm like that. Like, I really get all my energy from the sun, like, hard. But anyways, rainy days are good, but it's just making me reflect. I honestly hate waking up and the first thing I think about is my financial situation. Like, that's literally me every day, and I'm pretty sure that's why I get so anxious, and that's why I start working so early, and that's why, like, I feel like this and that. And the biggest lesson for me is just to like rest and trust. But it is so difficult. Like, I have more moments in the day where I remember like to just sit in stillness and be grateful, but I wake up like this every day, and that's why I'm anxious to start my days, and that's why I need to go out in nature right away and all that stuff, like just to remind myself like I'm okay. And I think I do wake up this way because like I'm in a closed environment like this, and then like I don't know how to explain it. Like if I have my window open, then and I feel like nature's vibrations, then I'm more okay. But it's just whenever I'm in like closed environments for a long time, I get really anxious too. Like it just feels like energy doesn't flow that well for me, and then I get really stuck in my head fast or something. But right now I'm just like, I get so torn between wanting to start working already. Like I just put so much time into my work that I really do want to prioritize like my rest more, especially like waking up more peaceful and like starting my day more peaceful. And I think I always like throughout the day I fight my lack mentality. Like I fight through it because I've been in such a lack mindset for so many, like basically like 15 years. Like I just grew up to never think like I had enough of anything, of any kind of abundance, whether that be like money, love, or anything like that, anything great. So trying to reprogram all that alone is so nice, but at the same time it's very challenging, right? Because I don't have like that encouragement of a hug or anything like that, and it's just tiring, honestly. And waking up anxious like this, so annoying. And I think I'm just reminded. So recently I got offered like some really nice help, and the thing is, I truly believe that like I'm gonna receive this call to just hear about it more and things like that. But the call was supposed to come yesterday, and this is where I'm a little bit like, every time someone has offered me help out here, and I've been out here for like almost 9 weeks now, but every time people have offered help, it's either has not been consistent or they just like ghost me. And I'm like, and it's whether like it's financial help or just a short place to stay for like a night or two or a shower. Like I've been on such a roller coaster when it comes to help, because like people just haven't kept their word. Like a lot of the time too, people will offer me like a place to stay and stuff like that, and then I just won't hear back from them. And I'm like, why do you even say anything? Honestly, like that's why I keep saying out loud, I'm like, if you are not in the position to help, do not say anything, don't offer anything. You know how many times I've gotten my hopes up just even for a simple shower, and it's so disheartening. And then how many times I get offered like just for people to be there for me and around me. Like it's just that it like really triggers my old feelings of lack, and I see them so much different. Like the way I process it is much different. Like I don't go into a spiral anymore at all. But I think after like three attempts of help that doesn't come through, I definitely feel it. I'm just like, man, why? And then I ask the universe, I'm like, why do you even introduce me to these people? Like, I'm so tired of learning lessons. I'm so tired of like this kind of shadow work where I'm just like, I thought I'd do enough work every day, but why is there like constant tests every day? Like I'm like, I just feel like I can't really catch a break, to be honest. And that's why sometimes it's really hard for me to sit in stillness, because I'm just like, do I keep working towards something or do I rest? Like I have no fucking idea. I don't know how my spirit team wants to handle
wants me to handle a lot of things. Yesterday, I almost went into a spiral because someone offered me help. And I was just like, I was being so defensive because I'm just so tired of it. Like, and I hate that I sound defensive towards like potential help. But I think it's also like a test for myself to them, being like, do you really want to help me though? Because if you do, you would understand. Like, honestly, I think it's such a good sign that I got interrupted, because I just didn't want someone to like look into my car, but they're already looking into my car as I'm speaking. His license plate was literally 555. The universe is so funny. So funny. Oh my god. Being a student of life and like a student of the universe is so funny. Like, fuck me. But honestly, I'm really tired of these tests though, I'm not gonna lie. I literally am about to smile and stuff because it's so maybe it's a good thing I just got interrupted from that rant. Honestly, whenever I get really stuck in a loop, the universe does show me a sign to be like, okay, you can stop doing that now. But to have a tantrum again. And then they literally show me a sign, whether it's like through animals, numbers, or I'm like hearing something. I literally start to smile and laugh because it just reminds me to get out of my head. Because I know when I'm in that mode, like literally the clip before this, I could just fucking go and like start thinking about all these other things that are going wrong and stuff. Like, fuck, like I just really need to have someone be like, stop it. Which is really nice. I don't even know what to say now. I'm gonna go wash my hair after this, but I came to this view because I was gonna go to the original view that I went to yesterday, but since it's raining, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna sit out there. And honestly, I can't really see too much from that viewpoint. Like, it's nice to overlook the city, but I think in what I want right now is just to be like serene. So I'm like, I'm just gonna read by the water. That sounds like a really peaceful way to start my day today. Yes, I'm gonna do that. I already got myself a steep tea and I could feel the caffeine kicking in a little bit. So, oh my god, honestly, I love this park so much because there's so many people here already. It's 8 in the morning on a Sunday. But there's joggers, runners, couples. I'm like, wow. But I'm so happy I got the spot where I really was intending to sit at. So this is nice. I wish I had an umbrella so I could just sit out in the rain and read. I think that would be a lot more peaceful, but I don't. And loving how many kids are here today, and I have like small clips that I can show about saving some baby squirrels today. It's rainy, it's cold, and it seems like something brought it out of its nest, or they're just away from their mom. But there was 5, but one didn't make it. Here's an update about my hand, but I want to show my routine again. My friend asked me the other day, she was like, how many hours do you put into this? And I literally had to think about how much time I invest into myself. And when I say invest into myself, I market myself, promote both businesses that I'm doing, and network minimum 8 hours a day. Honestly, there have been a lot of days where I go way longer than that. Like, I could go straight 12 hours, but it really fucks with me, and and during that time, it wasn't a priority for me to rest. I was like, no, I need to get out of my situation. I need to put so much time into this. But it's not like what I don't do in a day will provide the same results. Like, I really can afford to rest in a day, but like right now I'm fighting the stigma of proving I'm working by like not physically doing something. Like, I get so many comments of people being like, you're not even working, you're not even doing anything because like all my work is online. And I'm just like, I chose to work like this. You chose to work like that. So
I'm starting my day with a mocha. Last night I felt like someone was drinking hot chocolate and also tuning into my frequency, so I was really tasting it in my mouth and I was like, oh my god, I'm craving it. But I got a mocha because I want some caffeine, because clearly my only excitement right now is to get anxious and then work my way through it during the day. I know that doesn't sound healthy, but rainy days get to me, y'all. It really does. And I'm watching Itomi to start my day too. I really watch at least like 2 videos a day of hers. I'm probably gonna continue until I like fucking catch up or something, because I don't know, just I like having like resonancy with her. It helps me start my day really nice and it makes me feel not so alone in whatever I'm working on and doing and stuff. So it's still raining, it's still pouring. Yes, my Crocs, love it. And I'm just really hoping that the rain eases up by like 6 or 7 so I can go for a walk, because yesterday I was going a little bit crazy. It stopped raining around that time, but I was working. I'm so happy to be making like my money again. Like after being in this accident and stuff, I just didn't feel sexy, so I stopped doing my sex working and stuff like that, obviously, because how can I feel good about being in this situation when I first started it? Like when my cast was on and just feeling like ugly because I stopped wearing makeup every day, because I used to put it on every day, look good, feel good type of thing, but now I've really embodied how I feel and look without it. Honestly, all I do is put on lashes and draw on my eyebrows, so I don't really put makeup on, so I'm not missing out on too much when it comes to that. So I got used to my face real quick. Yeah. I am grateful for Odette, my ride or die baby, my protector, my best friend during all of this time. I'm grateful. I am grateful for my items for keeping me comforted and entertained and sane. I am grateful for my technology for keeping me connected with the outside world. I am grateful for my body for maintaining its health and strength during this time. I am grateful for my strength in general to be able to be living currently the way I am and still coming out of it as well as I can every day. I am grateful for myself and all the lessons I've learned, in everything that I continue to do, in everything I set my mind to do. I am grateful. I am grateful for this journey. It teaches me something every day, and I know I'm going to continue to thrive this way. I am grateful for my spirit team for protecting me, for guiding me. I am grateful for the universe for co-creating with me and for being awesome. I love you all, and I thank everything. I am so grateful to have woken up today. I am grateful for all the abundances I have. I am grateful for everything I have. I am grateful for everything I desire. I am grateful for my purpose, my plan. I am grateful for nature, for really communicating with me and protecting me during this nights. I've been struggling, like mentally. I don't know if it's just because it's the shadow of the Mercury retrograde, maybe a little bit, but it's bringing up a lot of things I thought I overcame. And like I've been, after talking with a friend and just really coming out of like my emotions like hours later, I realized how pressuring I am on myself. Like I already knew I'm hard on myself, I do know that, but like I do not give myself patience, grace, or anything when it comes to processing my emotions. Like every time I feel overwhelmed or sad or anything, instead of just letting myself cry about it, I literally am like, why?
Like, I'm so used to figuring out why of everything that I just didn't recognize that I was doing it within my own self, and I wasn't giving like myself time to just cry. Like, I would start getting anxious during these fits of crying because I would just want to solve it right away instead of just allowing it to flow freely. And that was me the last 2 nights. And having it be rainy and stuff just didn't help because I just didn't go on my regular walks like I used to. And I'm such a sun person that rainy, cloudy days, of course it calls for rest and things, but I think I was just getting in my head because I was like, I just want to cuddle with someone, I just want physical touch. Like, and that's another thing, like, while I was having these moments of anxiety and stuff, like, I would be, and this is another epiphany I had, I really hold on to the past, like, as much as I think I don't, and as much as I feel like I let things go. There is some times, like, whenever I get really anxious, I'll be like, oh, look at all these things that didn't work out, look at all these people who offered help and never followed through. Like, I would just keep piling onto the things that didn't happen for me while I've been out here. And another thing that I recognize is that I have such a strong attachment towards wanting to get out of my situation so badly. Like, I don't want to live in my car for as long as I do, but I think every day I subconsciously am like, I can't wait to get out, I can't wait to get out. So I'm adding so much resistance instead of just being like, you know what, I'm just gonna take every day for what it is. I have shifted my mindset to remind myself, okay, this is gonna be a good day, that's fine. And then at the end of the night, like, I accept the fact that I'm gonna be sleeping in my car. But during the middle of the day is where, like, especially when I'm working a lot too, I'm just like, okay, I can't wait to get out, I can't wait for this, I can't wait for that. And then that's when, like, I get the most anxious is in the middle of the day because I'm just trying to do too much. And it's just such an interesting work in progress, learning how to just sit in stillness, not be resistant towards anything. And what is that noise? Oh, what the frick? There's a drone! Did you see that? That's new. But anyways, I'm back to working on my routine things. But I am, honestly, whenever I do work a lot is when I start to feel super disconnected to my spirituality and, like, my path and everything. So yeah, but there's just so many, it's so difficult when you work for yourself because you're just like, I can do more, I can do more, I can do it. Especially for someone who literally has overworked so much of their life. Like, I used to work 3 jobs and I'm like, I'm fine. At one point I worked 2 jobs while going to college, and one of the jobs was a serving job, and I don't know what I was running on. But at the same time, I didn't know how anxious I was, like, as a person in general, because I just didn't really know the term and understand it, because back then I just wasn't aware or cared too much about mental health. Because as a teenager, I was like, oh, I'm fine, I can handle everything. If my friends can handle it, I can handle it, type of thing. But now I don't care to fit the norm of thinking anymore, and I just really accept myself for what I go through and, like, who I am and stuff. And today's big lesson for me is just to be patient with myself, like, truly be patient with myself, because I struggle with that. Finally did it all. I made a PayPal fundraising link for myself. I posted it on my Twitter because my Twitter just reached
88.8k followers. Honestly, I hate using the word followers. Honestly, I really do. I hate using the word followers and fans. I have 88.8k members of my community on there, so I'm just posting on there to see what's up. No expectations. Honestly, I'm just super proud that I even did something like this, because for a very long time I felt shameful in asking other people for money. I've always felt bad asking people for money, and the amount that I put is for me to clear my debts with my ex and my landlord and the really overdue monthly bills that I have. So it'll cover all of that and just help me start over. Like, it's not even to extend more than that. It's just to help me just start from zero again. And that's all I would really appreciate. So I'm so proud of myself for doing. I had my first client reading session today from someone I don't know. Like, I had two of my friends like help me out just to start like getting the feel for this, because it's such a new thing for me to even be talking to strangers the way I am and like all those things. Like, I know how much knowledge I carry and I know how much I can help people through their hard times and everything, and now I'm finally so excited to be able to do it on a larger scale, and that's just through so much of promoting myself and like what I can do. Either way, I had an unexpected approach today. I don't know why I think unexpected, because it's like I surprise myself. Like, I promote myself, so why wouldn't people ask me for my services? But I think it's because it was like right in the morning after dealing with something, because earlier I had an offered help, and at this point I just need to get proven that I'm gonna receive the help that people are offering to me, and they did follow through, and I'm so thankful. And it's so cute because a part of his money that he sent me, he wanted me to get Starbucks, so it's cute. And I got that. Now I'm like miles a minute in my head, and I shouldn't have that much coffee at this time of day, but we're gonna vibe with it. I'm gonna go for a walk soon anyways. But yeah, there was just like, I was just being so hesitant with him earlier because I was like, oh, this is just thing, but I really don't want to have it in my head that things are not going to work out for me, because that will manifest. So I try to think positive regardless. But I think my conversation with him so early in the day, like, it just made me feel such like I was already on an emotional roller coaster at 7 a.m. That's when I woke up, and I try my best not to look at my phone first thing, but it's such a bad habit. And with me being outside, like, it was just instant. But what I'm gonna do for tomorrow is I'm gonna have my book right beside me, so that's what I'm gonna reach for first thing. And that's just, I'm gonna say that out loud. Anyways, yeah, because I just wasn't sure where his help was going, but it did follow through. I was like, okay, this is gonna be an amazing day. And then someone else had approached me through TikTok asking for a read, and then it just happened so fast. We just organized it, and by noon I already had my first client. And I'm grateful that my friends helped me with this, because I did feel a level of comfiness already. And just to hear his feedback saying, you know, I gave great advice and this and that, and just made him feel understood. Like, it was that's exactly what I want. I just want people to feel understood. I want to help people out of their blockages. No pressure, really no pressure other than that. And yeah, so I'm so grateful. And I'm gonna have another reading a little bit later on. I don't know if it's gonna be today or tomorrow, but I know this person is super excited for it, so it's gonna come. And I'm just so excited for myself in general, just to be starting this, because I would have never thought I would be making my own businesses. Like, no way. Especially because when I was back in Calgary, I was so passionless. I was like, there's nothing I'm interested in. I have no idea where the direction of my life is headed towards. And after moving out here, I still didn't know. And even up until 2 months ago, I still didn't know that this is where I was headed. Like, 2 months ago, right before my accident, I was like, okay, I think I'm just gonna make like my work for me somehow. And I'm just gonna gain money from that and we're just gonna see how it goes. But just to really now invest my time into my tarot readings sessions and just things like that, and have OF still to express my creativity within myself, like it just feels so good. Like I just feel like I'm finally in alignment with my passions, and I am so grateful for that. Like whether this stays for a long time or not, I don't care. Like I'm so happy this is my present moment and I'm just gonna roll with it. And also, just to add on to that crowd sourcing donations thing, I am still trying to hold on to no expectations towards that. I do believe in community, but I don't expect as much as I hope that things are just gonna work out for me and towards that. But if at the end of the day, like my own passion projects turn out to be super successful in the way that like it will help clear my debt before I reach that mark, that would be really, really nice. Either way, I just have full faith in things that things are gonna work out for me. I've been at this point in my life where I just have full trust in whatever I'm doing. I do have moments where I'll question it, but that could be just me getting into my head a lot, working a lot, and just listening to outsiders too much. Because whenever I'm truly by myself and I'm out in nature and I'm just really in that mode of understanding and trust, like I go far. It's only when I start like having these outside influences fuck with me, then it's a little different story. But I feel like I'm gaining so much strength every day mentally and becoming more sure. I feel like my indecisiveness was like lying between, I guess, an old version of me not being able to fully believe in the stuff I'm doing, because I always had, people second guess everything I did that I wanted to do independently before. And then after cutting off literally everyone in my old life, like, and coming into this, I'm just like, wow, everyone in my past was holding me back. Like that is some crazy shit. And that's why I always encourage change. Like if there's anyone in your life that makes you feel weird about you expressing anything, and this doesn't even have to do with like your work or anything, like expressing anything that you like, get them out. Like why would you want someone around that you can't even be your full self around? That's just so sad, and this is just me speaking out of experience. Like I did that for so long, and I'm finally thriving without those type of people in my life. Like I believe in you and I comfort you during these times, because it's not easy to hear, it's not easy to understand and then act on. Like it's not easy. You're choosing to have a new life, you're choosing to have a new mindset, and that's the best you can do for yourself. Like fuck fake friends. If they're your friends, they will encourage you even though they don't really like understand it. Like I have the close friend I have right now, she's not spiritual, like, or she doesn't have like the same interest in spirituality the way I do, and yet I still feel so comfy sharing things with her, and she uplifts me all the time. Whenever I talk about my spirituality, she never makes me feel stupid about it. She doesn't make me feel anything about it. She'll listen, and at the end she'll be like, I don't really understand it, but you do you. And I have not heard that in someone else in a conversation with me ever. So having her say that, I was like, fuck, I need to keep her in my life. I talk about her so much. But yeah.
I'm so excited to start my day. I am grateful to wake up today. I am grateful for myself. I am grateful for the sun. I am grateful for the water. I am grateful for the rocks.
I am grateful for my angels, ancestors, gods, goddesses, and mystics. I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm just chilling. I wanted a little bit of the sun ray in here, and this is not the best lighting, but whatever, we're vibing. I wanted to mention that I've really been working with the moon cycle, especially this month. I'm really trying to integrate using it and following along with it. Like when it's the new moon and there's no light, that is a time just to put out intentions and rest in them. So that's kind of you're in like receiving mode type of energy. And then as the moonlight starts to like show more and more as the days go on, that's when your like thoughts start to get put into action. And then also with like your own action towards it too. Like it's not just whatever you think at the beginning of the month is just gonna happen. Like you need to work towards it too, but slowly as the energy goes up with the moon type of thing. So if you're trying to do too much during the new moon, like you're gonna be more exhausted. And I'm noticing this every day because when I go on walks, especially with this month, and I'm just seeing the moon, like because I go on evening walks, so when I see it like slowly show more and more, I'm just like, oh, I'm really picking up energy as each day kind of goes by. And I'm really seeing what my intentions were during the new moon. I'm seeing them come into fruition because of my intended actions every day towards it, and it's so cool. It's so cool to see. And I have so much energy because the moon was fucking blazing bright yesterday, and I was just where I'm sleeping at, like the moon is shining right behind me, and it's like it's so nice. It's so beautiful. And then waking up today with like absolutely no clouds and just sun, like this is my type of thing. And you know, for the past 3 days I have been in a lower state, and I think I've just been releasing hard because it's the shadow of the Mercury retrograde and like all of that. So it's just like, oh yeah, are you sure you want to change this and that? So me being so adamant on like what I want to do and who I want to be, like it's just proving more and more every day, and it's freaking cool. Like I feel like I'm truly standing in my power now. Not now, but like I'm going into it really nicely. And I'm so thankful that I have people wanting to help me out in any kind of which way. Just because whenever I do come to the beach, it's when I have a more fuller tank of gas. I won't come here like every day because it's far from where I'm usually situated at, and I just don't want to waste like too much gas during that time because I don't like to freak out. So whenever I come here, no, it's with a fuller tank of gas. But I love waking up to the sound of this, like truly waking up to it. I just got a warning that my iPhone storage is full. I've been having this issue for the past few days. Like, sorry to talk so much. But anyways, thank you so much for watching another weekly. I love updating like this. It's truly more for me. Like my whole YouTube is just a cute documentary of like my journey, and it's such a nice thing to reflect on. I love it. I love it. I love you. Thank you for watching. Yeah.